Starting off the mantra. You know what? I wanted to get in it with you, but we're separated by barriers, Buatsi. I don't think we can. Look, see, I can't get in.
We move that back.
Nah, it's all right, man. The barriers separate us, but welcome back, Joshua Senna Buatsi. Welcome back.
Said it right as well. Appreciate it. How you doing?
How are you doing? I've been rooting for you. I'm happy to see you on this card. What were you two saying to each other up there?
He said a lot, and I was saying, look, I can't hear you, but I'll see you soon. And he was talking. I said, I'll see you soon. I said, I don't know what you're saying, but I'll see you soon.
It's tricky because he says a lot of things in front of people. We saw what happened with Craig Richards. How are you going into this fight? Because I've heard that you two may have a little bit of history on Team GB. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, we sparred maybe 2019. I think we sparred twice in 1 week. It was a good spar. Do I remember what happened? Not really. One thing I do remember was there was something he did, and I stopped the spar and I said, listen, you're never ever going to come into my gym and do that. So fix up. And he did, and we finished off the spar.
Interesting. The fight that everyone was waiting for, including myself, from 1978 is obviously Anthony Yarde. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you are fighting Willie Hutchinson. How did this fight come about, and why do you see this as the best fight for you?
Yeah, I mean, as we know, the interim belt is on the line. And I'll say this to you, I was saying to some other guy a minute ago, I spoke to you a few days ago. We had a phone call, I said, look, this is what's been presented. The interim's at stake. You know, it's Riyadh season. What fight is going to turn that down? And from what I gathered, he understood. He said, cool, he gets it. So I said, look, I'm not going to keep myself on hold whilst you do what you got to do. I get it. Sort your stuff out after this fight. Just fight, the next fight, whatever it is. But I think for me, it's momentum and keeping active. I made it so clear, and we were meant to fight in June. That didn't happen for whatever reason. Who knows? But this is what I have next.
You might have been the one to save the South London guys, but we can't even dwell on that. You've got to make the right decisions for you, and I do agree. You could have sat around and you could have waited for everyone to sort their stuff out. Meanwhile, time's ticking for you.
It is, man, and you only get this career once. I've waited long enough, and yeah, it's a good opportunity. Look, I don't think any other fighter would have turned this down. The world interim is at stake as well, so it's not just I'm fighting a random guy. There's a good belt on the line, so let's take.
Can I ask you to break down the fight of what you saw with Willie Hutchinson and Craig Richards on the 5v5? I mean, he sort of, well, he said he believes that you're the same level as Craig. But talk to us about that fight and what you saw from that fight and what you believe you can manipulate in Willie.
I think my honest opinion is I did see glimpses of it. I was in and out of the fight, but I just know that he started well and Spider finished well. But you know, you can't win a fight just based on what he did on the back end. So credit to him, because I said Spider was going to beat him, and he came out and he made a difference. So I respect him for that.
What do you expect to see from him in there? Obviously, like you said, 2019, you know him. You've watched his fights. You've obviously seen the recent one with Craig, albeit highlights. I'm sure you'll be looking back over that fight in some more detail. Some would say he's tricky. He's got good feet. He's compact. He knows how to throw a punch. But how does Senna counteract that?
He's got all of that. You're right. He's got that and probably more. But as I say, there's 12 rounds, and 12 rounds is a long time. So let's see what will happen. There's things that I'm very good at. And yeah, the fight will unfold. It's 12 rounds, so I'm happy with that.
Do you think it will go to 12?
Say that again?
Do you think it will go to 12?
It depends, man. If the person comes to engage, not engage. If they're tough, Aziz was tough, we engaged for the whole 12 rounds and I didn't get him out of this. So who knows, but we'll be preparing to execute.
You know, one of the things I will say, strange. I mean, we've got all four promoters working together. All four of them sat at the top table. You was an Eddie Hearn fighter, and then you're sat like directly in front of him with Ben Shalom. What was that like?
It's life. Things happen. It's a good question you've asked, but it's life.
Was it awkward? Was it like you was bumping into an ex?
Look, I was just like, this is not what I thought would happen. But look, at the end of the day, you have to make a decision that's right for you. I'm at Ben Shalom now, Boxer, Sky Sports. I'm cool with it. But yeah, it was something I didn't expect.
Listen, I cannot wait for fight week. Obviously, I'm going to be there. I've had the nudge. I got to let you go again.
I'll ask two more questions.
Okay, then. What do you see as a weakness of Willie's?
As a weakness, I think I would have to watch him a bit more, but the beauty about boxing is that when you're in that ring with that person man to man, you see it happen, and I think you can't take too much from how someone dealt with another person. Despite the fight, I'm going to watch it, but am I going to read into it? I'm not. I'll notice what I need to notice and then we'll work on that, but you figure it out on the job.
And going up on this big stage, all of the promoters working together, you get this win, you know what's next. It's the winner of the undisputed Artur Beterbiev or Dimitri Bivol. All of this time, Josh, all of this work, all of the waiting around, all of not getting the fights, what will it mean to you to finally be in that position where you can have your hand on those belts?
Amen to that. Do you know what? I'm not excited about it because check why though. I beat Aziz. It was a final eliminate for the WBA. Yeah, nothing's happened. Exactly. So now we're gonna get this one done. I hope the winner gets a crack at it. So I'm not too excited yet. But as you know, the job is at hand. I need to take out Hutchinson.
I'm looking forward to it. Train hard. This guy is slick, but I need that surgeon, that clinical, powerful performance from you come September the 21st.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.